truck, Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Throwing on first down is Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Folding. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Back to throw. Folding. Throw over the middle. Taken in by Dulcich. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On first down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Looking to throw on second down. Folding for Marshall. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pick up the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is We want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Allen to throw once more. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Quentin Morris. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Broncos at 0-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels, because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Finding room at midfield. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Folding. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again. Folding. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, boomed a long field goal to at least get them free. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They run it again with Williams. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches. Still want to be prepared for a pass. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The left side caught by Diggs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Folding. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
The final shot before break. Folding. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Folding. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to claw one back. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 81 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 20. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd down. Folding. And that'll be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Folding. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the rookie's free. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Back to throw. Folding. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Folding. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaVisca Chenault. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Folding. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 13 yards out. And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Folding. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Folding. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down. Folding.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here we go. So Allen's going to look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Verone McKinley. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, and my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for every